These 3 bolts came off the very bottom of the lower fairings. So this one here with the longer shank on it here goes in the front. These 2 go on either side of the lower fairings. This is what the bolt looks like that goes here. Has a washer on it and a small shank. So be careful not to mix these bolts up. It's pretty easy when you get them all off because they all look very similar, but they are different. This one here does not have a plastic washer, and it goes here on the back of the fairing. We have 2 more bolts to undo for the side fairing. One is up here, and it's a fairly small Allen head, and the other one sits right here. This bolt here is my least favorite one. It's the smallest of all the Allen heads, and it's a real pain to get to. It's a real pain to start. And there's a silver metal washer or spacer, I suppose is probably the best word to describe it, that sits in here that always falls out. And I've seen people on the forums ask where did it go, and so that's where it goes, and you'll see that when I pull this off. So I pulled it off the bottom here first. It's just a little lip. We'll see what that gets me here. Okay, so now the bottom half is loose. So now we should be able to pull it out of these grommets underneath here. I'm going to pull it off this back a little bit. Just has these little tangs on it. Another option is to remove this here, but I found that that's not always necessary. You just have to take your time with it. Okay, so we pulled out those grommets. It came off this area back here. Now here it has a tab on this plastic piece that slides into this piece, and this plastic tab is open to the back, so this fairing has to slide backwards to get off. And so you'll slide it backwards, and then you have to bring it down, and then it slides out. So you can see that little lip is right there. So same scenario when you put it back in. You bring it in like this, and then you slide it forward like that, and then it's in. So that's how you pull off the side fairing on a 959 Panigale. Lower one should be ready to come off as well. I haven't forgotten anything. So there's the lower one off. That's pretty easy there. They overlap each other, and I believe putting the other side on first is the easiest way to do it. That comes off pretty easy. We'll go to the other side next. Okay, we're on the right side of the bike now, and we're just gonna repeat the process. Bolt with a shank on it and a plastic washer goes right here. We've already pulled out the other 2 on the bottom for this lower panel. We have 2 more to do. We have a small one right here and same size one right in this area right here. Repeat exactly what we did on the other side. We're going to start off with pulling the front off here, just loosening it up, and that'll pull off this side here, like so. Since the bottom one is loose, I'm going to go ahead and drop it out now. And just like on the other side, it seemed to be the easiest to pull the bottom off like so. So it was loose like so. Then that allowed me to pull this out here, out of these grommets here. And at the same time, pop it out of the back here. Just like that. Okay, now, just like on the other side, we're going to tip the front of the fairing down, like so. And we're going to pull it back gently. And then that'll pull it off this tab here. Just like that. Pretty easy. Now I'm going to show you close up the rest of it, or just close up of the tab. So that right there, you'll see that metal thing right there. I use a little bit of sticky material. It's a windshield type of a goop, just kind of a rubberized thing that holds those in place pretty well, so I don't drop them anymore. But that's where that goes. And then there's a close-up view of that tab that the fairing clicks around. That's about it. The fairing clicks around these tabs here a little bit, just to help hold it around. So that's what you pull it off of first to start bringing it out. So the rubber grommets that the fairing slides into are right here. And like I said, they're kind of a pain. I do put a little bit of silicone on them to help them slide in and out easily. I'm going to pull these out to let them get back to their normal shape. So when I put the fairing back on, it'll go on easy. And then it's the same grommets on the other side. We'll show you those real quick. Same grommets, same spot. You can see these aren't deformed because it slid in a lot easier when I did the fairing, when I put the fairing on last time. So hopefully that helps everyone pull.